All right, we got some Meprolight 11780s here. As you can see, that's the ML code. And they are for Bodyguard 380s. And here is our Bodyguard 380 slide without any sights. I'm going to try to do an install in one shot. And you can see with the graphic on here, not the best graphic, but it shows that it's green tritium and then white rings on it during daytime. So you can see the white during daytime, and you won't be able to catch the green because it's too bright here with the ring light, but it does go green during the night. So here's our internal parts for your Bodyguard 380. So some Smith & Wessons have these little plates that go below the bottom edge of your night sight, so you're going to have to feed this in. That little tip sinks down into there. Take your little spring, and then finally your plate cover. It should go either way. There's no directionality with that as far as I know. Looks like one side is a little less rounded than the other, but nonetheless. And then in a second I will show you the sizes on each one of the rear night sight itself. And we got our calipers here. I'm going to measure each side to show 357. Now I'm measuring the other side. 357, just a hair under. So it really can be installed from right to left or left to right, right? So just make sure, obviously, that your tritium is pointing towards the back. And you kind of want to get it started before you throw it on the sight pusher so that your plate doesn't come off. So you kind of want to have it started a hair in. Try to set this up here real quick. You want to get your height right. So Meprolight's old sight pusher has many heights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on the height you want it at, right? So let's try this one real quick. And even on our highest setting with this block, I still had to add a little bit underneath to raise up the slide because this slide is so small to get their sight pusher in line. And I wanted to use that flat side on this side because it definitely has I want to go flat side against flat side, not the angled slide. There are some sides that are angled. This one, I want to hit the flat side with it. So just slowly push it in. You don't want to break the tritium vial, obviously. And we're almost there. And you can definitely eye it. Eyeing it goes a long way in terms of accuracy of centering it. You'd be surprised how accurate your eyes are. But we need to go a hair more. And we're set. And there's your installed rear. A little bit of a push line there. So you can always protect your sights with a little bit of tape. That'll go a long way. But if you don't care about that, it's not a huge deal. It is a carry gun after all. And to confirm for the front sight as well, how it's unidirectional in terms of which side you install it from. 261 and hair in a 261 right. And as you can see on the slide itself, if you focus in there, it's flared on both sides, so you can install it from either one. And I went ahead and started our front sight in there. It's pretty tight, so hopefully this will be enough to start it where it won't tip, but we'll see. Oop, may have to back this out and push it a little bit more by hand first. And I just used a rubber mount real quick. You can use a, like they call them like polymer punches along with a actual hammer. It's not a soft blow, but it's my carry gun. I'm not too careful with it. You can just tap it in lightly with it. You don't want to hammer it too hard. Obviously there's a tritium ball in there. You need to be semi-careful with it. And then right now it's going in pretty good. So just need to get started a little farther than it was. And I'm just checking for clearance right now. I'm just pushing the slide a little lower so we don't scrape the slide. And push in. There's a little bit of foams come off from the slide, but that's good. It means it's pretty tight. So I'm going to back out a little bit and see where we are. Need to go a hair farther. Back it out, see where we are. Just kind of eyeing it right now. You can always use your calipers after the fact to double check your eye work. But we are pretty centered right there. Pop this thing out and a little bit of filings there, but that's not bad. Same thing. You can just put some tape there, but that's all it is. Installed 11780s. And I'll turn off the lights here quick and give you a look at how the tritium is. Alright, here's like low light. I got a ring light coming straight at the sights, so obviously you're not going to see the tritium when light is directly behind you. It just overpowers the tritium. So you really need some darkness behind you for the tritium to show, which I'll pop off light here. And let the camera adjust, and there you go. I've got no lights on this room. There's a little bit of sunlight coming from our basement window up there. But this is like a perfect application for tritium, right? Where there's a little bit of light in this room, but not completely dark, where you can't even see your target. But, you know, this is where tritium really, you know, shines. And there you go. Green tritium with white, all installed, ready to go.